The show started. I'm jumping to my new single. FJ Mar, what's good? DJ Deuce. Hey. DJ Deuce. It's a house music.
Yeah. That's not how you
DJ Deuce.
DJ Lefo. My residual remix. Chris Brown, what up? Tank, what up?
Talk to me.
This goes out to everybody that loves somebody who lost somebody. Jamal, Baltimore. Let's go.
I had to face my greatest fear. I need some healing. God knows I fought the pain I never
exclusive.
imagined.
First time ever playing it. Now it's FJ Mar Baltimore. Wow.
Will always be. It stays on my mind. It stays on my mind. You never be here. Forever grateful having you in my life. In my heart always forever. You stay on my mind. You stay on my mind. Feel me up. Honestly, emotions will not fade away. And it keeps me up, that I'll never see your face.
Got time for one more, y'all. One more after this. Let's play my part. I'm done. All right, do you even know the words to that part? Nobody knows the words to that part. Tell me. I never know. Who's he cool? No, I'm telling you, this song right there. Yeah, nobody knows. We're going to see y'all. See you in 20 seconds. Hold up. We live in 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. We good? Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, mic check. Alright, check, we back. But hey, Critique, what up? Critique, I know you don't like to talk on the mic a lot. That's weird because you got your own show. So why is that you don't like to talk when I'm in?
Because I only want to talk when I'm doing my show. Why would
we had a show together, Hot Traffic.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah, what happened to it?
Who picked the name out, Trent? Because why did we pick that name?
I don't know. We was just, coming up with stuff.
I feel like you cut me off.
How would I cut you?
That's not how it is on air. Breakfast Club, Jess.
Can we not?
No.
No.
But they did it on the Breakfast Club. They had it out on air. I got some things I need to say.
It's not the Breakfast Club.
That's my favorite show. I have some things to say. I got some things I need to say. You from Baltimore, you can be Jess. They say I look like Envy. So no, there's no Charlamagne here. I don't know. Maybe it's just Charlamagne here. I don't know.
Did you just say? He want to be a comedian so bad.
I do.
Please forget him.
Speaking of that, make sure y'all come to the Comedy Factory each and every week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. TK Kirkland just left. I forgot what we got this week, but always got something going on. All right, we got some guests in the building, special guests in the building. All right, what's y'all names?
Hey, listen, my name is Jamie the Fox, okay? Hi, y'all. What's up, Baltimore?
Okay.
I'm from Philly, y'all. We here represent Street Corner Fashions.
I hear that drawing. I was on Cloudway Radio for 3 years.
Oh,
shout
out to 2 Kids.
That's my guy. So I know about that Philly stuff. All right, what's up, Chan?
And I'm Najee. I'm out of D.C.
Okay. No, I know about D.C., the Capitals. I got the Mystics out there in D.C. Yeah, I mean, so appreciate y'all coming down. So how did this work, Philly, DC? How did this connection happen?
Well, this my baby sister. So
okay.
She has the fashion, media, and that type of spirit. She got that on lock.
Okay.
Whereas me, I have the visions for the designs, the snaps, the buttons, the colors, the zippers. So that's my lane, and that's her lane, and we just mix that together, and it works out beautiful.
Okay, I came to the fashion show yesterday, the Iconic Live, which is the historic spot here in Baltimore, Tracy, some of my guys, stuff on. Came in, nice crowd. I had a little black on the mic, DJ Chicken Box DJing. How did y'all put that together to get that type of energy, get that vibe?
Well, there's a brother we know, it's the OG, Ron G.
Okay.
He pretty much plugged us in to Xavier's Furs.
Okay.
And from there, we were just supposed to really kind of be there as guest designers.
Okay.
And it morphed into something a lot different. Jamie ended up doing about maybe 85% of the promotion.
Wow.
So the people that was there pretty much was because of her efforts.
Okay.
So
and you had the stars, you had the legend Travis Winky.
Yes.
And I do a lot of, literally I probably think I do probably every fashion. I did Baltimore Fashion Week. Of course, Boutique, obviously. Camel Fashion Week, DC, when we had a national. So I see, this is a real question. I see I'm cool with all these people. June does the Cleos. Why is it that it's same? Do you see the division in the fashion industry in the DMV area? Do you see that division?
Oh, in the DMV area?
Yeah. No, anyway, I'm no.
Well, for DMV, I could just say that DC, they don't love you until you hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I already know what's coming. Since Jamie's kind of been the COO of things, she runs the day-to-day operations of everything.
I got you.
And I defer to her. So, it's just a thing where I can stay in the lab and just create. You know what I mean?
I want to speak on this to say, I've been in just not fashion, but I do radio and other things as well for some years, right, y'all? And what I realize is the vision as a whole, because it's more so about people competing than working together. Most people didn't know I had a big part into the show because I was not acting like I was. I was working, trying to make sure everybody was okay behind the scenes that was within my reach.
That's definitely a Baltimore thing. If they don't see you working, you ain't working. I hit a Philly heavy. I was there for 3 years, so I helped me start my radio career. Right. So one of my artists up there was named Milani. I don't know if you know Milani. Yeah. You sound like y'all talk. I mean, it's like they say all Baltimore talking like. That's true. Do we have a talk?
It's the dialogue. It's the accents or the specific way we use our words. Like when I say John, that's all I gotta say. And people
but I can hear Philly in you though. Like DC, I don't think I have an identity.
Well, for DC, I'm a native New Yorker.
Okay. I can see that. I definitely can see
I've just been in DC, and I think another attraction to the Philadelphia area besides Jamie and what we doing there is that I'm Muslim, and the Philadelphia area has a large Islamic community.
Of course, I got a freeway. Freeway at a couple of events. The crazy thing about that, my first time in Africa, right, I went to Sierra Leone first, so I had to stop in Morocco. So I got off the plane. That's where Fresh Montana from. I seen nothing but Muslims. I did not know that many black Muslims. Cause even though it was Africa, don't get me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm thinking Africa is just us. Right. Like I see all these Muslims. I'm like, it was alarming for me to keep it real because everybody rapped in there. It was a job, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I actually would have got one. I had to fit in. I would have got a green one, so I had to fit in. But I was amazed that Muslim religion is so big.
Well, So it's funny that you would bring that part up.
Yeah.
Because our materials, they come from all the Middle Eastern countries. And I'm gonna just say this, probably publicly for the first time.
Yeah.
The best materials in the world are from the Middle Eastern countries, from the silks to the leathers to the crocodiles.
I would say it's made for heavy people. Yeah, for me.
Well,
I like how it feels.
Well, in our industry,
I'm sorry, sir. She just ran on my belly. Come on, why would you chewing on my belly? I had to call you man, sir, and everything. I'm sorry.
No, we do a lot in Pakistan and Dubai.
Okay.
And they are smaller bodied people. Yeah. So a lot of our fashions are cut small. So like if you're large, you can wear 2X.
Okay.
So I'm kind of adjusting to that.
That's what he got me for, y'all. Like in a short period of time, we're going to develop a new site that's going to have like the information in there that the females know. If you're a size medium in Nike tights, then you need a size like 2, 3X in his size. Okay. So, I'm going to actually explain it so the girls won't be confused and all of that type of stuff. So, for the males, for the most part, it's fine unless they have like a, big stomach. Like
Well, these days, I don't know. They dress any kind of way.
I
don't know. I mean, it's just.
They do.
Let me ask you this. I know you're on the fashion. Right, this is where you left. How y'all feel about the man bags? How you feel about fashion? Is that a fashion statement? Is it a pocketbook? What's going on?
I'm going to say, let me answer that, bro. Because he's Muslim, so that's not really a good question to answer him because he's just going to be against that. He's just going to be like, no. Yeah. Me personally.
And rightfully so.
I mean, I feel half and half. Just like last night, my son modeled for the first time for Mr. Carlisle brand. Okay. And he had put on a coat on him. Oh. So, that was something completely different and nothing that I never saw any of my children in, but it looked nice on him. I said, okay. Yeah. So, what I learned about fashion is it's diverse. It depends on where you're born at in the world and all of that stuff, even down to, your preferences. So I would just say, I just try not to be judgmental with fashion because it's supposed to be to express ourselves.
Well, I'll give you this before I ask that. So I'm doing an initiative now because it's Holy Week this week, right? So I have a balance of Christianity and, I'm in the clubs every day, stuff like that. So I came with ideas. Let me travel around and interview pastors. Right. So I got Jamal Brown coming up. We just did Bishop Dedman. So these are bishops here, right? So I got Philly coming, Charlotte, shout out Shirley Caesar, the Honorable Shirley Caesar. We reached out. So we got her area. So the point of that to give people opinion on statements like that. Right. Because you can have your own opinion, but I'm not judging you. If I say I don't like the quote, that doesn't mean I don't like you.
But you want to know what, though? Everybody can't handle the truth. And once I learned that's what I was telling my partner. This is why I'm making it far in my career. I'm getting ready to be 40, y'all, but I did a lot of stuff. And when I say that, understanding and really listening, getting other people's perspectives, conversations aren't even meant to be if we're right or wrong. It's here's somebody else's point of view. So once I started looking at life as a bigger perspective, you just, you wind up being more relaxed and just, not really worrying. And I learned, and the more has been with this journey, and not talk too much about the Friday because it adds Friday, but talking to the black pastors and things like that, talking to the black pastors. Of course, we don't like Trump, right? Obviously. But as what you just said is crazy because the pastor told me, I don't like him, we can have an educated, professional conversation. So it's like what you said, you took the words out of my mouth, we should be able to disagree professionally. Right. So because I don't like the man bag. I don't think it's manly. Well,
for me, Street Corner Fashions is always going to have a standard.
Right. Okay.
And we're going to be known by our quality, how we keep our word. Right. That there is uncompromising. That's never going to change.
That's real.
And I'm modest by nature. So me and her have conversations about, clad and, so we want, like, for instance, swimwear. Okay. I was just raised. I'm not transitional. I was born Muslim. Yeah. So it's in me to be, modest and not show a lot of skin and all that kind of stuff. So, but